Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing something now live, which is be talking about a famous Incan ruler. I think this is just gonna be an informative section. So I'm gonna be talking to you about this guy named Pachacuti. So I'm reading this information, getting this information off Wikipedia. It was the kingdom of Cusco, he was the ninth Sapa Inca of the kingdom of Cusco, which he transformed into the Inca Empire. So he's eventually the founder of the Inca Empire. So that's a big deal. Most archaeologists now believe the famous Inca site of Machu Picchu was built as an estate for this individual, which is awesome. So that's where that wonder came from. It's a little bit of history about that. He grew from Hamlet. I'm not familiar with what that is, but his name means reformer of the world, which is awesome. Also, on a side note, my name Kentaro means big boy, so just a fun fact if you never knew that. So I make sure my webcam's still on. Also, he's linked to the origin and expansion of the Inti Sun cult, and I won't say anything more about that, except that there's a lot of fascinating stuff in South America. Just check it out if you're interested. He was born in Cusco in the palace of Cusi Kanka, bordering the Kori Kancha temple. His tutor, Mukuyamana, taught him history, laws, and language, as well as handling of kipas. And if you're wondering, like me, what a kipa is, kipas are recording devices fashioned from strings, historically used by a number of cultures in the region of Andean South America. Knotted strings unrelated to kipa have been used to record information by the ancient Chinese. And how they knew about this, I do not know as well as you, but if you're interested, look into it on your own time. But actually, I will look into this now. The chords stored numeric and other values encoded as knots, this is fascinating. Often in a base 10 positional system. I see, kind of like maybe an abacus. A kipu could only have only a few or thousands of chords. And it essentially looks like a necklace. That's like kind of what they wore when they were adorned as rulers, or monarchs rather. Compared to string mops, okay, just based on appearance. Archaeological evidence has also shown the use of finely carved wood as a supplemental and perhaps sturdier base to which color-coded chords would be attached. A relatively small number have survived. So once again, these are used to record information. It didn't specify what type of information, but maybe a professional or an expert could tell you more. Or I could just read on and tell you, actually. Maybe one example. Importance. System of calculation and social organization, regulating regional governments and land use. So that's what they used them for. So I guess maybe one example is one of the kipas, or kipu rather, might have been symbolic of ruler's rulership and what he stood for in government or something like that. So just something to keep in mind. Having said, I'll go back to this ruler. Lineage. He was the son of... I don't want to get too much into lineage, because I think that might get boring. But I'll say he had 3 sons, which is interesting. And he was the son of the 4th of the Hanan dynasty. His mother was Mama Anahuarki. I can't tell you if he was of humble upbringings, but either way, he became someone very prominent, so there's that. Maybe he came from royal lineage, it sounds like he did. So I guess he managed to live to their expectations. So cool for him. Pachacuchi's given name is Kusu Yampuki and was honored with this name. I see. He was not supposed to succeed his father, this is fascinating, Inca Viracocha, who had appointed his brother Urco as crown prince. However, in the midst of invasion of Cusco by the Shancas, the Inca's traditional tribal archenemies, Pachunca had a real opportunity to demonstrate his talents, and apparently he did. When his brother and father fled the scene, Pachacuti rallied the army and prepared for a desperate defense of the homeland. What a brave man. In the resulting battle, the Chancas were defeated so severely that legend tells even the stones rose up to fight on Pachunca's side. Wow, that's amazing. He became known as the Earthshaker following the battle and won support of his people. That's amazing. Pachacuti celebrated many Shaka leaders who Pachacuti presented to his father, Viracocha, for the first time to wipe his feet on their bodies. Traditional victory ritual. I see. These were older times, keep in mind. President said they had not won the victory for his brothers, and they had, to step on the Shanka captives. We surrender, is what I would say if I were them. You don't even see it based on what they do. And Viracocha later tried to have Pachanka assassinated. Pachanka was tipped off to the plot, however, and the assassination plot failed. Viracocha went into exile, while Viracocha returned in triumph to Cusco, and renamed himself Pachacuti, meaning Earthshaker. I see. Anyway, that's a little bit about this ruler, and now you know a little bit about history. If you want to know more, check out that. And if I want to conclude with one more fact about him, I'll tell you this. Pachacuti is the name of a character played by Clark Gregg in Season 6 of the Marvel TV series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not the Incan Emperor, but a character who might be said to be a he who overturns time and space, in a certain sense. So that having been said, I'll sign off, and as always, see ya! censorship. It's just a funny word that shouldn't probably exist, but maybe does. I don't know. I need to put on pants. It's getting cold. It's right here somewhere. Over here? No, it's my comforter. History of Pachacuchi. First name. It's Pachacuchi. Incan Empire. Wow. Data corruption with this. I don't know what the deal is, but maybe I'll just see if I can. 0 bytes. That's good. Back here. Let's see. Oh well. I guess I'll lose one. This is a different video, I think. So. I think instead, maybe let's take out this thing. Put on this electro yellow one. Okay. Thank you, whatever god you are. And whatever you do. Okay. Let's see. This is supernatural in the way that only the Incans would get, or the Mayans would get. Okay. Yeah. Oh, anyone knows this recording. Hi. Sorry, that was just me commenting.